What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike and I'm back at it again with another video. A couple of days ago I made a video talking about how I was investing about $5,000 into this rough market we got going on. So make sure you check that video out. I invested into 7 different stocks. Overall put about $5,000 of my money into the stock market for the long term. In this video, we're talking even more about the stock market and the long term because investing is a long term game. One of the best investments you can make in the long term is investing your money into a Roth IRA, and we're going to talk all about that in today's video. So let's go ahead and start how you can turn your $6,500 or $6,500 into over $4 million when it comes to your retirement. Let's get right into the video. Let's go. Now, I've mentioned Roth IRAs on the channel before, but it's simply a type of retirement account. In my personal opinion, one of the best, if not the best. So what exactly is a Roth IRA and what can it do for you when it comes to your investment journey? A Roth IRA is just one type of retirement account. It is a type of tax advantage individual retirement account to which you can contribute after tax dollars. So this is simply an investment account that you can start investing into at the age of 18, and I highly recommend you do that. You put your money into this account and it'll grow tax-free all the way up until the age of 59 and a half. At that age of 59 and a half years old, you can go ahead and withdraw your money 100% tax-free. So this is a tax-free growth investment portfolio or account, if you could say that. You have already paid taxes on this money, so all the money that you contribute to this portfolio will be tax-free when it comes to retirement because the source of income at which you grab this money from has already been taxed. You're typically going to get money from your paycheck. The money from your paycheck has already been taxed. It's already had taxes taken out of it. So anything that you want to go ahead and contribute to your Roth has already had taxes taken out of it. So you're not going to get double tax pretty much when it comes to retirement. This is a little bit different from a traditional IRA. In a traditional IRA, they're going to take that money out before you even see it hit your paycheck, meaning it hasn't been taxed yet. In this case, you've already been taxed on this money, so once you go and put this money into the Roth IRA, you're all good to go. You already paid taxes on it, and when you go and retire, you have nothing to worry about. Now, there are stipulations when it comes to this, and pretty much the government has set limits to how much you can contribute every single year into your Roth IRA. So as of 2022 or this year, you can contribute up to $6,000 into your Roth IRA. That is the max that you can put in there. And they overall increase those limits by $500 for the next year going forward. So next year, it will be $6,500 that you can contribute as a maximum in that single calendar year to your Roth IRA. Now, this may go up even higher in the future. We just have to wait and see. Overall, the government hasn't told us that just yet. So for the time being, the maximum is $6,000 for this year and $6,500 for next year. Now, why would you want to actually do this? Why would you want to contribute $6,000 a year or $6,500 every single year to this investment portfolio, to this investment vehicle for the long term? Overall, this is where that money magic mojo word of compounding comes into play. When you compound your money, you're pretty much putting money on top of money to make you more money on top of money to make you even more money on top of more money going forward in the future. So every time you compound your money, you're pretty much putting money in one vehicle, having that money grow, and then overall making money from that little bit of money that you just made, putting it back into that same vehicle and having it keep going and keep going and keep going until you get up to that point of retirement, and you can go and take it out tax-free. Now I'm going to give you a perfect example. I'm going to pull up my portfolio, my Roth IRA, my personal Roth IRA right now, and then we'll run the numbers. I'm 25 years old and I invest into my Roth IRA via my Acorns brokerage account. You don't have to use Acorns to go ahead and invest into a Roth IRA. Pretty much every brokerage has a Roth IRA option now, and Acorns does charge a monthly fee, but I use Acorns for a couple of other things, so I use Acorns for it. In particular though, you can go ahead and open up a Roth IRA with Fidelity or my personal favorite, M1 Finance. You can go and open that up on M1 Finance or Fidelity for free. You don't have to pay any money for that. Acorns is a monthly fee, like I mentioned before. I believe it's about $3 every single month, but I use a couple of their features, so it makes sense for me. But for you, honestly, if you just want a Roth IRA, then I would say open it up on one of those other platforms, unless you want to use Acorns. Personally, up to you. Now let's open up the Acorns app, Face ID, and we're in. The only thing I really have on my Acorns account is my Roth IRA and then an Acorns Early, which we'll discuss in another video. But for the time being, my Roth IRA right now is sitting at about $12,753.96. If we look at the all-time, I'm down about 11%. And overall, this is the second year in a row where I've maxed out my Roth IRA. So last year I maxed it out $6,000 in a single year, and this year I just maxed it out. We still have a couple of months left in 2022, but it's maxed out yet again. If we scroll on down and click view all, we can see the recent activity and see it's pretty much maxed out. I don't know why it shows $5,885 for 2022, but overall it is maxed out at $6,000. I can't contribute any more money. And of course, you can see right there, of 2021, maxed it out of $6,000. So like I said, in 2023, you can do $6,500 as the brand new maximum. But let's go on back real quick and let's look at what the Acorn shows as potential. So what I mean by compounding, I'm going to show you right here. If we go to the Acorns later, you can see right now, Acorns is estimating that at the age of about 65 years old, assuming I make a 6% return on my money, I would have $1.1 million in my Roth IRA. $1.1 million of tax-free money that I can do whatever with once I turn the age of 59 and a half or about 60 years old. But at the age of 65, I should be sitting at about 1.1 million. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see at the age of 60, I should have about $800,000 around that point, assuming the market returns an average rate of about 6% every single year from now all the way up until when I pretty much retire at about 59 and a half. On average, if you look at the overall lifetime of the stock market, you're going to get anywhere between 6 to 7% overall when it comes to investing into the stock market long term. But over the past 30 years, it's about 8%. And if you look at it as an aggressive look, it could be about 10%. So you could get all the way up to about a 10% return on your money, depending on what happens over the next 35 to 40 years. So let's go ahead and do some quick calculations to see how much that could be for me personally if I went ahead and invested the maximum for the next 40 years pretty much at 8% and the maximum for the next 40 years at 10%. If we look at my current principal of about $12,753, do an annual addition of about $6,500 because like I said, $6,500 is the new maximum of 2023 and going forward, and then allow that to grow for 40 years, I'll be 65 years old when I get this amount of money and do a compound interest rate of about 8%. We can go ahead and click calculate. That would be about $2.2 million. If we do the exact same thing but have a higher compound growth rate or a higher interest rate, about 10% pretty much, which is a solid market for the long term over the next 40 years. That'd be amazing if we could get a 10% return every single year. That'd be great. Either way, if we did get that, then we could look at a nice future value of about $4.1 million. Now you may say, well, Mike, $1.2 million or $4 million in about 40 years doesn't really sound like that much money. We're dealing with a lot of inflation right now, so that honestly might not be worth that much in 40 years. And honestly, you're absolutely right. I have no idea what the world is going to look like in 40 years from now. I have no idea what could happen. Nobody does. This is just a chance and risk you take with your money when you go ahead and invest your money into the market. But according to historical value, this is about the range of money that we should receive. Anywhere between $1.2 million to $4 million when it comes to your overall portfolio value. But like I said, if you want to go ahead and put that money into a savings account every year, sure, you can do that. But overall, will you come out with the same amount of money? Absolutely not. If you go ahead and put your money into a savings account, that same $6,500 into a savings account every single year from next year, pretty much like I am at 25 all the way up for 40 years, you're going to come out with about $350,000, which honestly is a lot less than 1.2 or $4 million. So what would you rather do? Would you rather have $350,000 or $1.2 million or $350,000 or $4 million? Personally, up to you. I think more money is just better, but I might be wrong. I don't know. So to recap, a Roth IRA is pretty much one of the best investment vehicles that's 100% tax-free that you can get when it comes to retirement and don't have to pay any extra taxes on, that you can go ahead and start today. At the age of 18, if you're younger than 18, you got to wait till you're 18 or get your parents to, I think they can set that up. I don't know if they can set up a Roth. I know they can set up a regular investment account, but probably not a Roth. So at the age of 18, if you're not, turn 18, just open up your Roth and try to contribute as much money as possible all the way up to the maximum every single year. Your future self, I promise you, will thank you. Now, when it comes to withdrawals, there are withdrawals options as well. You can do a little bit more research on that. But pretty much, if you pull any money out the Roth IRA, you do have to pay taxes on it. And I do believe you have to pay a penalty if you go ahead and take out gains. If you're taking out the money that you put in, you should be all good to go. But like I said, look at the fine print and the research for that, because I never pull money out my Roth. So if you ever have to do that, hopefully you don't have to. you'd be good to go. Definitely just do your research and find out. On top of that, if you need to know how to set your Roth IRA up step by step, then let me know down in the comment section below. I can make a full-blown tutorial video to show you either on M1 Finance or Fidelity. Just let me know and I can go ahead and do that. And when it comes to investing into your Roth IRA, what should you invest into? Well, Acorns has a cool little quiz that you can take on there, and pretty much a portfolio will be set to you based on your age on which you can invest into. But for Fidelity, you can talk to one of the Fidelity financial advisors on the phone, or you can pretty much, if you're young, I would say just go ahead and invest in the overall market because you have a long-term outlook. You have a lot of money that you're willing to risk, and you haven't done too much risk worrying about it, because if you're worried about this money 40, 50 years from now, then there's no reason to worry about it right now. You can worry about it later. So overall, I would say invest into ticker symbol VOO. That is the S&P 500, the overall top 500 companies in the US. But like I said, if you need more details on that, then let me know down in the comment section below. Overall, I can't give you investment advice because I'm not a financial advisor. So this is all for entertainment purposes only. When it comes to actually making any of those investments, please consult a certified financial advisor, which I am not. So that's it. That's all I really got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to help to the best of my ability. And that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to get sued, you know? That's dead. Either way, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Stay positive. Dollar Mike. Peace.